All right. Welcome back.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. It's the three-peat. So that's, we said we were going to do this for the long haul.
Yep. And I think we're proving our commitment.
We are definitely proving our commitment. And welcome back, everyone. If you can't tell, today we have the patriotic theme going here. So I was able to somehow squeeze. So if you're in listen-only mode, I am wearing this most ridiculous red, white, and blue patriotic cowboy hat. And Colleen and I both have on some United States flags sunglasses.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know how, I could not quite get my hat over the earphones. So I resorted to my other patriotic cap, my ball cap, which is actually one of my favorites. So, unfortunately, we had to make do with what we could.
Yeah, I just did the old bull in the China shop and just squeeze this thing. It was probably going to pop off, though, halfway through.
That's what I'm thinking.
This episode today. So, it's 4th of July weekend. Are you excited for 4th of July, Colleen?
I am. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy Independence Day.
I know. It's a little bit strange when it falls on a Tuesday because I feel like you just automatically start celebrating on, Saturday.
I think we started celebrating on Thursday.
We probably did. I think our neighbors probably did as well because, in Florida here, we like to shoot off fireworks.
Yeah, Florida, FYI, they shoot off fireworks for any reason. I've never lived somewhere that shot off Christmas fireworks.
Yes, we have those.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, so we, so I think it's starting to ramp up here, where we're getting more and more spontaneous fireworks as the evenings progress along into the finale of July 4th.
Yes, the grand finale. It will be an all-nighter of that. Now, Tessie used to go crazy. She doesn't go crazy anymore. Unfortunately, Tessie lost her hearing about a year ago, a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. So the only blessing is now she's not afraid on the 4th of July. But she's down here. We've been trying to get her to make a guest appearance on the show, which you'll have to just take our word that she's sitting between our feet right now, giving me a foot bath, because that's what Boston Terriers do. So speaking of 4th of July, we would love it if you would share your 4th of July with us. So if you are on the Instagram, Colleen, what's our handle on Instagram?
It is Navigate with Colleen and Nate.
Very simple, very easy to remember. So we would love to see your 4th of July pictures and share in the fun and festivities. So you can tag us at Navigate Colleen and Nate and use the hashtag #NavigateThe4th.
How you spell fourth, Nate?
Oh, it's the number 4th.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for clarifying.
Navigate the 4th. Yes, we're trying to keep it simple here.
Well, we just took a family photo, including Tessie, so I will put that up on our page, and I will use that hashtag. So if you're questioning the spelling of it, look out for our silly little family photo.
Yes, silly little family photo. So, well, let's get into today because we have a jam-packed episode today.
We do.
Starting off with the title of this episode, Utopia of the Seas. Yay or nay? Colleen, where are you at with Utopia? Well, first of all, let's, you know what, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So let's talk a little bit about maybe if you've not been paying attention, yes, Royal Caribbean is coming out with yet another ship.
Another ship, part of the Oasis class.
Yes.
And I think it is the finale of the Oasis class.
I don't know, man. With these guys, I never say never.
That's true.
Anymore.
That's true, but it will be coming out and having its inaugural sailing next year.
Yeah, next year. And so, in fact, it's this ship is going to be focused. I'll just read it here. So next summer, vacationers can celebrate the weekend in the biggest way ever.
Wow.
Royal Caribbean International has revealed the ultimate 3 weekend and 4 night weekday getaway. I can say that without trying to keep a straight face. Utopia of the Seas as the first game-changing Oasis-class ship to offer short getaways when it debuts. The next big thing coming to vacation sets the stage to make more memories in one short trip ever before. And they're going to set sail starting July 2024. And this is going to be out of Cape Canaveral.
Interesting. I feel like Cape Canaveral is coming up with like hosting a lot of the big and new ships right now.
Yeah, it's definitely,
It's expanding.
well, I think it's like they're trying to, package that kind of Disney,
Yeah.
Orlando getaway stuff. And like, hey, you know what? You're down here in Florida. Why not just throw a cruise in?
I mean, for that perspective, Utopia is perfect because you can't, I mean, to be honest, you can't do a full week at the parks. It's exhausting. It's hot and it's exhausting. So if you do like 3-4 days at Disney, 3-4 day cruise, that's like a perfect week-long vacation for a family. I love the idea.
Yeah, I don't know if the parks is the perfect vacation for me. We do have a video series on
We do.
Disney. It's our worst performing videos.
Because these folks turn in for cruising.
I know they're turning in for cruising, but we do some other travel.
We do.
So again, this is different. We're used to Royal being, I think typically, I mean, they've had some weekend cruise options before, but it's always on their older ships.
Agreed. I think it's typically a week long. If maybe I think we went on Allure and it was an 8-day cruise, so tacked on another day. But typically they're a week long cruise. Yeah. So I think this is definitely a different concept. So the big question is, yay or nay for you, Nate?
Well, I think it's going to be definitely a nay on the inaugural cruising.
I think so. I think, we're already, as we mentioned, booked for Icon of the Seas. And I think, it's going to be a very different experience having a short cruise. Personally, like when I get on a cruise ship, I want to get settled in, enjoy myself, not feel like I'm running on, running off. And a 3-4 day cruise is just way too short, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm okay with the, maybe the 3-day, like if you really just want to get away. But I'm worried that this is going to become like the Royals party ship.
I can see that happening. Absolutely. Like a long holiday weekend, people pack themselves onto that boat. I don't know. I think it could go either way. I think obviously Royal's very geared towards families, so I think that will be appealing as well. Just to do like on a school vacation. It's probably a little bit more affordable than doing a full week-long trip. So there's definitely some benefits to doing a 3 or 4 day, but I'm kind of with you on the nay personally. I think, I just like more of a chill, a little bit longer on my ship, enjoy my time while I'm there instead of just run on, run off.
Yeah, I mean, if Royal Caribbean wants to invite us on, I mean,
we will never say no.
We'll never say no to a free cruise. But yeah, it's going to be, I think, a nay for me as well too. I think I need to, again, I'm with you. I like the longer cruises. In fact, next year we have a 10-day cruise.
We do. We're hopping on Celebrity Beyond. It's going to be leading up to Christmas. And I'm very excited, and I'm hoping that I can meet Captain Kate.
Yeah, so Captain Kate's biggest fan out there. But, Royal Caribbean Group seems to be going in this direction, right? Because now Celebrity just announced this week that Beyond, speaking of Beyond, they're going to actually be doing shorter cruises year-round out of Fort Lauderdale, along with another ship there. And they're going to be doing some 3-day cruises. And they're going to be heading to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is interesting.
I'm a huge fan of Perfect Day, so I am very excited that Celebrity is going to start cruising there. It's just a great fun island. I feel like it has a little bit for everyone. If you want to relax, if you want to do water slides, if you just want to hang out in the pool and watch the sights, like it's a big enough island and enough to do that. Everyone has a place, has a home.
Yeah, I mean, we went to the beach club there. It's really good. I was looking at the beach club for our Icon sailing, but it is expensive. It's like $300 a person right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would have to order like 5 lobster tails to feel like that's worth the price for me.
Yeah, will they give you 5 lobster tails?
I don't know. I don't think I could eat 5 lobster tails, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's a great experience. It definitely feels a little bit more like as a upscale, quieter environment, and I just loved it. So whenever we have a chance to go back, I'm all for it.
Yeah, definitely all for it. But I think though, if you're not into cruising this weekend, I think a lot of people 4th of July. I mean, typically holidays are really busy for travel, but you could maybe do something a little bit shorter, and I think that's a nice segue into our next little segment here.
I think it is. So I was sort of curious and did a little research about where is the most patriotic destination to travel to for 4th of July in the United States. So according to oyster.com,
Yes.
it is really no surprise what number one is. Any
Wait,
guesses,
let me
Nate?
get. Okay, wait. I got to think about this for a moment.
Okay.
I think, geez, I would say Boston, because that's like basically where the whole thing started.
That is actually a good guess, and I will tell you they are in the top, but they are not number one. Actually, Washington, D.C. is number one.
Washington D.C. 4th of July. We went there. What month was it when we went there?
We
I think
went for Memorial Day.
we went for Memorial Day.
We went for the weekend leading up to Memorial Day, and that was pretty spectacular. Obviously, it has a very different tone to it, but I think to be in DC during that time and to to see the festivities and the way that they honor our fallen, it was very memorable.
Yeah, it was funny. We were watching. I don't know. We were watching. Was it Jack Ryan? New
Yes.
Jack Ryan's out, by the way. Yeah, when you say Jack Ryan, you go, "It's Jack Ryan."
Jack Ryan.
Yeah, and every time I see the White House, I'm like, we've been in there, and it's kind of surreal to think about it. It's definitely. I think DC is definitely worth doing, and definitely do the tour of the White House. I think that was. I don't know. What was your favorite part of DC?
I really enjoyed, and for me, it was very poignant to go to Arlington National Cemetery. I think it really hits home the servicemen and women that have sacrificed their lives.
Yeah.
When you see the rolling hills and all of the gravestones, so it really struck a chord for me. I think next in line, I really liked I believe it was called like the Black History Museum. It was fairly newly opened when we went. And that was very, very interesting and really appreciated taking the time and walking through there to see some of the history.
Yeah, that was. I'll turn my mic back up here. Always playing around with these mic levels. But yeah, I agree with you. That was. I really enjoyed all the museums there. But yeah, that museum was really really cool one and great exhibit, talking about the history of our country. So, so DC's number one. What else do we have? Boston's going to be somewhere on that list.
It is. So moving on to number 2, we've got Philly, which makes sense, and number 3 is Boston.
Philly.
Yeah.
Isn't that the place where they threw batteries at Santa Claus?
There is patriotism in the history of
Is it patriotic to
Philadelphia.
throw batteries at Santa Claus? That's I think
That
it was
is
like
not.
at a football game from a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it was the Eagles. Moving on to number 4, Nashville. And Nate and I have been to Nashville for 4th of July.
We have a video on that. You should watch that. Again, one of our least popular videos on the
And
channel.
I'm not sure why. It was a blast. It was a short vacation, but we were there. We actually got tickets for the rooftop at Acme Feed and Seed, which is right down by the river. So we were kind of up away from the crazy, which I liked and enjoyed. But as far as many people that packed in there, it felt very safe.
Yeah. And that was the one. It was like right after. It was the year they had skipped the year before.
Correct.
Because of that thing that we don't talk about anymore. But they skipped it, and so Nashville, being country, right? They had the fireworks from the year before that they had bought.
Yep.
And instead of just saying, well, that's going to be good enough, they said, no, we're going to buy a whole nother set. So they had double the fireworks. And how long was that fireworks display?
it just felt like it was going on, and it was just amazing. And you kept thinking, well, this has got to be the finale. Nope, wait, just 15 more minutes, and there's another big burst. So,
Yeah, I think it was like an hour. It was over. I think it was over an hour.
and then they had the country performers right there on the stage. So from that viewpoint, we could kind of look down and listen to the music. It was great.
Yeah. If you've never been to Nashville, like you've got to go to Nashville. And the only way I can describe it is if you've been to Vegas, is take the energy of Vegas, amplify it by 1,000, and then pack it into a much smaller space.
Yes. Yeah. Broadway is like, it is just it's another world. It's a trip. I mean, God, they start playing music at 10 in the morning, and I think the party
Yeah, I
starts
remember the guy that was
early.
like singing. And he was like screaming out the window, singing at the people on the street, and he had like no shirt on. I mean, he was like an actual performer. He wasn't just some crazy person.
Yep.
Though there are plenty of crazy people walking around too. But that's a great city.
And who did we end up meeting when we were there?
I can't even think of his name. I'm really bad with like any type of country. He has a bar there. Yeah. Anyways, it'll come up.
It'll come. Just
It'll
yell
come.
it out when you remember, because
Yes.
I'm blanking on the name too.
Yeah, but very cool. You can definitely meet some fine folks there, and
Yes.
some movie stars. I mean, country music stars.
Yes.
Some of which are movie stars as well too.
Yes.
All right, what else do we got?
All right. Well, we've got Williamsburg, Virginia. And then
Boring.
this next one, number 6.
Wait, boring.
This one caught my eye, number 6. Addison, Texas.
Addison, Texas.
I had to do
so what's,
a little
what's the
reading.
history of Addison, Texas?
Yeah. So apparently, again, it's because of the quantity of their fireworks. So apparently the
Everything's bigger in
population-
Texas.
Apparently, the population is only 16,000, and it's considered a Dallas suburbs. But they have thousands of handcrafted fireworks that they set off on
Wait,
July
handcrafted
3rd.
Fireworks?
Yes.
Like what? Like what are they
I
doing?
don't know, gunpowder.
Was it like when they went on Etsy and got some like bespoke fireworks?
Yeah, it's the biggest display of gunpowder patriotism in the country.
Wow,
That's enough for me to like
it's got my it's kinda,
possibly like pique my attention to going.
yeah. Well, I'm going to be getting out to the Big D
I know.
next month.
Not for fireworks.
Well, not for
though.
fireworks, for work, but you know, maybe they'll have some leftovers.
Maybe. And then I won't keep going through them, but they're, it's
We'll go through a few more.
okay. All right. Well, number 7, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. They get a little off. Like, I feel like the top 5.
Okay,
are the,
let's do a few more. A few more here.
all right.
Let's get
8 is Cooperstown, New York.
Okay.
Baseball, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I get
it's
it. Baseball's America's
pastime.
sport, but
Yeah. All right. This one, Sharpsburg, Maryland.
all right, now you've lost me.
See, that's what I was saying. I mean, okay, I might get you back here. Grand Canyon. I mean, it's maybe not.
Do they have
Patreon-
fireworks at the Grand Canyon? Like,
Let's see.
I thought it was illegal to like even throw something
Yeah,
into the Grand
safety
Canyon.
restrictions mean no fireworks are allowed on 4th of July, but a short distance away on Independence Day, they actually do have parades and local bands.
Okay.
So no fireworks, but I guess you can celebrate in your own way, less fireworks. All right, number 12, Yellowstone National Park.
Okay, yeah, this list is. I get it. Like Yellowstone, I'm not going to Yellowstone for 4th of July.
Probably not, but I'm good with
You could
one
binge
through.
watch. You could binge watch.
You could Yellowstone.
I think we watched like one episode.
I don't know why it wasn't your thing.
It's just too much drama.
Yeah,
And, like,
but I mean,
the first episode's like like having shootouts. Like what is like? Come on,
I
guys.
do like the concept of kind of living in the middle of nowhere, though.
Well, yeah, we were watching that video this morning from I think her name is like Eva
Zuv
Beck or something like that. We're butchering that, but she went to this like town out in the middle of nowhere. It was pretty cool.
Population 18, and Nate's like, "You ready to move there?"
Yeah. Hey, as long as we have internet.
I said, "What about Amazon deliveries?"
There was a FedEx truck going out there, but anyway, so that's your. So tell us, where would you go? Right. I think that's the question of the day. What city would you go to, if you could go to any city or any place for 4th of July?
Any place, any city. I definitely I definitely like somewhere in the South. I think I would, somewhere in Texas, I think would be fun. Whether it's Addison or maybe
You
Dallas.
know what they should do? They should do like a cruise, but like have it like park the cruise boat like in New York Harbor or something.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Or even Miami. I mean, just to kind of stay put overnight.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, product teams of these like cruise ships. Like I'm in the wrong business. I should be in a cruise product there. But speaking of cruise ships and the fourth, there is actually the fourth is a great time to get some deals out there. So one of the things is all those extra, those extra goodies that you can
those
get.
add-ons, those like, something to make your trip a little extra special, whether it's a specialty dining or an excursion or a spa day.
Yeah. So
This is when they're really running some sales. Even Nate and I actually, we actually booked a little something this weekend.
yeah, we did. We booked ourselves. We'll get to that in a minute. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But for example, right now on Royal Caribbean, again talking about our upcoming cruise, they're offering up to 35% off cruise favorites. And it's good. And the thing about these is you can buy them and then you can like get them refunded and buy them again cheaper, which I've done numerous times. Though I have to say this is again not really seeing any big deals, but then also the cruise lines themselves are just running some specials. So Carnival is running their Stars, Stripes, Sun, and Savings. You can get up to $50 onboard credit. What are you going to do with $50 onboard credit?
Not much. That is not going to get you very far. I don't know.
Not the way drink prices are going aboard
No.
ships.
I'm even thinking just like some merch in the store.
Get yourself some
Maybe
merch.
like a t-shirt for $50.
What type of t-shirts are you buying?
Well, that's true. If you go on like the t-shirt sale day.
Oh yeah, t-shirt sale day.
On like the last day of the cruise when it's like
I did a short on that. And
that
it's
was
like a mosh pit.
hysterical. I was like caught in the middle I mean there's no mercy. Everyone is out for that deal.
Yeah.
It's like buy 2 shirts, get 2 free, and they're elbowing you for sizes and
Yeah,
stepping
it's not like
over
they're the best
you.
looking shirts either. Right. So that's Carnival. Sun, Stripes, and Sun, $50 onboard credit, $35 off. Celebrity is doing their 4th of July sale. It's 75% off the second guess and up to $800 per stateroom. Plus, what is this? Oh, save up to $800 per stateroom and then get up to $800 credit per stateroom plus another $50 off, right? And I think that's what we actually repriced our cruise. We ended up paying $70 more to get a $400 credit, which I then turned around and used to upgrade our drink package with. So that's how you take $70 and turn it into $400.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like I hate to say it's a game, but it's a little bit of a game. If you've got some time, we try to revisit what we have booked and see if we can kind of better our deals. We do that, I would say probably honestly once a month. We take a little time Sunday morning and we say, okay, let's see what's out there.
It's easy like Sunday morning to reprice your cruise. And then I think the last one I'm going to cover here, again, another 4th of July sale. This is from the newest entrant into the cruise world. That's Virgin Voyages. They're running actually, I think, a pretty good one because their pricing already is kind of good, right? It's like it's got the tips, the gratuity. There's no specialty dining. Everything is included with Virgin.
Right.
But they're offering up to $500 or saving up to $500 per cabin, plus free drinks up to $600. So that's a pretty big. And these are shorter cruises, so that's a lot of drinking.
I think that's going to cover your
That's a
cruise
lot of
for
drunken.
sure. That's a lot of drunken.
That's a lot of drunken. Plus, and then they're just giving you another $100 onboard credit.
Ooh, you could use that maybe towards getting your tattoo.
Yeah. What would you get a tattoo of? Would you get a tattoo on a ship?
I would. I'd probably do it on a port day, though. Not when they're out there rocking in the seas. I hate to have a little slip of the hand.
You want to do it with like 14-foot waves out there?
No, but I'd consider getting a tattoo. I think it would be discreet.
Folks, you heard it right here. So if we ever go on Virgin, Colleen's going to get a tattoo. So leave a comment down below. What should she get as well, too? Most popular, thumbs up. That's the one she has to. I'm just joking. We're not going to make you do that.
Be
But,
nice, everyone.
yeah, but
Be kind.
let us know. Let us know what type of tattoo Colleen should get as well too. Yeah, and so a lot of good deals going on right now, and there's a lot more people getting out and about. I mean, definitely things are getting more expensive out there, so you got to save a few bucks. But I'll tell you something. There's a way to really save yourself some money. Do you want to take a guess at what that is?
In general, for cruising?
No, just yeah, in travel, overall travel.
Overall travel?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I feel like this could go anywhere.
Well, I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
It has to do. Well, no, actually, I'm not going to give you a hint. Take a guess. How you? In fact, I'll give you the amount that you can save, if I can find it here. Oh, you can save yourself 15,000 euros.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, so if you want to save yourself 15,000 euros, don't carve your name into the Colosseum. So this has been a story that's been blowing up all over the place. So if you haven't seen the viral video that's been going around, there's a video of a tourist. It's always a tourist.
Always is. Never the locals.
Yeah.
Because they actually respect and understand the significance.
Well, too, and I
history.
have to say honestly, though, I think I was seeing something, and they said that incidents like this are rare, but they do happen. But anyway, so they've, if you didn't hear the story, there was a couple that was caught on video basically carving their initials or carving their names, or the man was carving their names into the Colosseum, which is one of the oldest human structures on Earth.
But they're in love, Nate. Isn't that enough?
I thought you were just supposed to put a lock on a bridge or something.
I don't even like the idea of carving your initials in a tree. I know that's kind of old school, but that's
really
just,
old school.
I know.
What is this, 1940?
I know, it's romantic though.
I'm
but
carving my initials, going off to fight the war, and carve my initials into the tree.
well, don't do that for me. Don't carve any initials in the Colosseum.
Yeah. So anyways, they update to this story.
Yeah, please
tell. This is just breaking. So this is coming from the Daily Mail in the UK. But basically, a Bristol fitness instructor who carved his name into the Colosseum wall begs Italian police for forgiveness, as top cop warns he could be jailed for up to 5 years.
Wow. So Bristol, UK?
Bristol, UK.
Goodness. So I wonder...
No, not Bristol, New Hampshire. Bristol, UK.
That's New Hampshire folk.
Yeah.
We know better than that.
So basically, I'm not going to say his name, only because this guy is going to be catching so much shade already. But he's a 27-year-old fitness instructor from Bristol, allegedly with his girlfriend as well. Were out doing a trip around Europe. And I guess they were, they figured out who he was by basically, there's video cameras everywhere nowadays.
Well, in the video that I think it was an American took, it was clear as day. Like there was no fuzzy video content. I mean, and he kind of laughed and smiled and turned towards the camera. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the video right now. I mean, the guy filming is like, he's like, "Are you effing serious?" He's like, "That's effed up, man." It's like, what do you say? You see someone like vandalizing literally one of the oldest, monuments in the world, or not? It's not really a monument, but it's a structure.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you tackle him? Do you?
Well, he didn't tackle him. I guess the guy did just basically went to the authorities and said, "Hey, this happened. I got it on film."
That's
showed him the film. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean, he should. So, anyways, the police over there, found out who this guy was. Basically, got his phone number, gave him a call, and according to the police, I guess the suspect in the case here, he said he told us he was very upset by what he had done and kept apologizing for it. I think he was worried about the consequences of any trial, and we explained that he could be jailed for between 2 and 5 years and be fined up to 15,000 euros. This is but this isn't the first time, something like this has been happening in Europe. There were some protesters who dumped, I think it was like charcoal or something, into the Trevi fountains,
Oh, goodness.
which is like, it's crazy. And then there were some guys, they had those like hydro surfboards.
Yes. In Italy, right? Was it they were going through
Yeah, it's always in Italy.
the
Poor
canals?
Poor Italy. I mean, the place is just getting wrecked by tourists. You understand why they don't want any tourists there.
Well, right. I think didn't they were resistance to ships coming into port.
Yeah, in Venice.
It's just I feel like people go on vacation and they get like a vacation brain where they forget what is considered acceptable behavior and how to be respectful. I mean, it's just
I
unfortunate.
mean, it's not acceptable to dump charcoal into the fountains.
Nope, it is not.
Yeah, and that article also covered, I guess, some British tourists hopping into some fountains and getting naked.
Oh, wow.
Because that's what you do when you're in Italy, as well too. But yeah, I definitely agree. Bad behavior. In fact, we actually just our most recent video, which is blowing up, called the drama at the Cabana. So if you're listening to this somewhere other than YouTube, head on over to YouTube when you get home and check that out. But just people forget like where they're at.
Yeah, that experience was interesting enough that I think Nate and I have decided for our next cruise on Celebrity, we have actually canceled our cabana rentals. It's unfortunate. And I think maybe we'll try again on Beyond, but I think for us, it was our neighbors in the cabana were just a mess.
Yeah. I mean, and what always fuels these things is alcohol.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think that especially when you're in anywhere that's warm, like you've got to go easy, I think, on the alcohol because A, you get dehydrated really quickly, you can get very sick. But B, people just do dumb things. And, it's always, I think the folks next to, I mean, I guess anybody can do this, right? This guy over in Italy was, 27, the guy from the UK. But these people were like, that we were sitting next to were just like vulgar and swearing and loud and just like, saying comments that would get us banned on YouTube, here. And it's like, and they're like, they were over their 60s. It's like, they should know better.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a mixed age group. It was just a wild experience. It was not what I was expecting for, my nice chill last day on the cruise. But, it is what it is. But instead, going back to Nate's earlier point, we took a look at what Celebrity is running for sales.
Yeah, so
this
Celebrity
weekend.
was running some sales, and we booked ourselves some time at the spa. So we're going to be doing a spa day.
Yep.
We're going to do it while we're in port at St. Thomas because we've been to St. Thomas. I swear every cruise goes to St. Thomas now.
It does. I mean, it's a gorgeous island and it's fun. And I think it will also probably depend on where we're docked in St. Thomas, since there are two different ports, whether or not we get off the ship at all. But right now, I think I have a facial, you have a massage.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
For early morning in St. Thomas. And then who knows, maybe we'll venture
Yeah,
off
and
the
using
ship.
part of that, we have a huge cruise credit for that one because we booked it a long time ago when they were still trying to get people to book. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if you're out there, what's the worst? I guess maybe that's the question of the day. Like, what is the worst travel experience that you've ever had, or the worst behavior?
Yeah, that you've experienced firsthand, that you've seen someone do or say, and kind of how you handled it and how you reacted. Did you say anything? Did you just sort of blow it off as like, whatever, cruise or vacation brain is in effect?
Yeah, and actually that would be a great one for one of our upcoming episodes. So leave it down. If you're on Spotify, we'll make that the question of the day. What is the worst behavior that you've ever seen? So you can respond on Spotify. Or you can also respond on the YouTube comments section about bad behavior. And if we get some good ones, we'll read the stories on air.
I think that sounds fun.
Not really on air. It's like from my old DJ days.
Little side info on Nate if you never knew. He
Yeah.
used to do some DJing.
Well, I think that that does it for episode 3.
I think it does. I think we should officially kick off our July 4th and wish everyone a happy and safe July 4th.
Yes. Have a very, very safe July 4th out there. Again, we would love to see your pictures. Find us on Instagram at Navigate with Colleen and Nate. Tag us and use the hashtag Navigate the 4th with the number 4 at 4TH.
Yes. And be sure to look out for our family patriotic photo that I will also use that same hashtag for. So stay tuned. It's a cute one.
It's a cute one. So that's going to do it for us. Again, thank you as always for tuning in. We couldn't do this without your support. So please, if you enjoy the podcast, give it a thumbs up or a 5-star rating wherever you might be. You can follow us on Spotify, all the major podcasting platforms if you want to take us on the go. If you're on YouTube, we invite you to please subscribe. I don't want to sound like Beggy, but it really does help the channel. And again, we want to remind everyone to navigate their world.